We're dialing back the clock with a 2010 Edison vlog.
It's time to duel!
What's up guys, welcome back to CardSpot. Today we're on the road, we're heading down to Hamilton, which is about an hour and a half from Auckland, to compete in a Edison tournament, which is the first Edison tournament I've competed in since 2010, since actual Edison kind of times, although I wasn't at SJC Edison, but you get the idea. So we're going to go and see what we can play against. I'm pretty excited to play against some of those old decks. I'm playing Diva Hero, although I am missing a Spine Gilman, so I'm hoping I can pick one up before we start. And I'm keen to just play against, you know, like the Bayou Turbos and everything else, Light Sworn and Zombie and all that kind of stuff that is played around Edison time. So it should be a lot of fun, and let's get into it. Alright, just to give you guys a little bit of a preview of what I'm playing today, it's a very similar build to a True Heroes build from the North American World Championship Qualifier Edison tournament. So it's Diva Hero, we've got a Stratos, 2 Infernal Prodigy, 2 Malicious, a Grepher, 3 Caius, a Dark Arm Dragon, a Plague, a Gauze, a Reaper, Sangan, and then for the waters, 3 Divas and 2 other targets, 1 Mermaid Archer because I don't have a Spine Gilman, and a Treeborn Frog. For the spells, it's again very similar: Rota, Mind Control, Brain Control, MST, Heavy Storm, Allure, Fusion, 2 Gold Psych, and 3 Miracle Fusions, and then traps. Crazy the traps that you can run in this format. Return from the Different Dimension, now banned. Trap Dust Shoot, now banned. Mind Crush, now errated. You see where I'm going with this. And then we just got the big hitters: Mirror Force, Torrential, Solemn, Deck Devi, and 2 Bottomless. And that's it for the main deck. The only difference from a True Heroes build is the Mermaid Archer instead of the Spine Gilman. Alrighty, and for the extra deck, so for fusions we've got Chimeritic Fortress Dragon and 3 Absolute Zeros. For synchros we've got Armory Arm, Catasta, Magical Android, Bryonac, Goyo, Black Rose, Colossal Fighter, Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust, Thought Ruler, and Mistworm. So I'm running a Mistworm because I don't have a Dark End Dragon. A True Hero was running 1 Dark End Dragon. But Mistworm, I do really like. I'm a big fan of Mistworm from back in the day, so I'm happy to chuck that in there instead. And we'll quickly run through the side deck as well. Okay, side deck, we've got a Consecrated Light, 2 Cyber Dragons, a DD Crow, 2 Fossil Diners, a Snowman Eater, and a Vanity's Fiend. For the spell and traps, we got Nobleman, a Crossout, Smashing Ground, Soul Release, Light Imprisoning Mirror, Master Restrict, and 2 Royal Decrees. So I didn't have a lot of time to prep for the event, so I just was like, well, I know I want to play Diva Hero, and a True Hero has just got, I think, 2nd place he got at the World Championship Qualifier Edison tournament, which I think was like, I think I had around 200 people or something incredible like that. So I was like, well, the deck's obviously good. I don't think I can pilot it as well as he can, but let's just give the build a go. And so that's what I've done. Game 1, well, match 1, round 1, there we go. Your boy's playing up against another Ethan. It's the Battle of the Ethans. He's playing zombies, of course, Diva Heroes. Game 1, a Caius' Goblin Zombie. It's too good. He takes the 1,000 damage and he can't come back because Caius beatdown is too strong. Game 2, I don't exactly remember game 2 because I lost, you know, so it's fine. But no, I'm pretty sure he Caius me, and I can't come back from it. Caius is really, really good this format. Game 3, he goes into Zombie Master, brings back a Spirit Reaper while I have my own Spirit Reaper up, and it's just a kind of war of attrition and who can draw first. I have 2 Miracle Fusions in hand, I've got heroes in my graveyard, but I got no water monsters. I draw into Treeborn Frog, set the Treeborn, activate Miracle Fusion, banish the Treeborn and a Prodigy from my graveyard, go into Absolute Zero, and then Miracle Fusion again, get rid of the Absolute Zero and another Prodigy from my graveyard, pop his field, and attack with Absolute Zero and Caius for the game. It was a really good game, a really fun game. Shout out to Ethan. On to round 2. Alright, round 2. Up against another really cool player. He's playing Gladiator Beasts, which is always fun to play against. Game 1, Return from the Different Dimension into Stratos to get an extra search is just so good and just too strong. He goes into Geysaris, and then when he splits it apart, he goes into the 2 singular ones, and Retiari is my Stratos, which allows me to return from a different dimension. Then I go with the Caius again, banish off one of his cards, attack over the other. It's too good, and of course Gladiator Beasts, it's all about control. They can't come back. Game 2, yeah, he just destroyed me. That's pretty much it. Just so much power behind those monsters. Just keep wiping my board with Murmelo and all that kind of stuff. I did have a really strong opening. I was gonna Dark Grepher, pitch a Gauze to special the Grepher, pitch a Sandgang to dump a Plague so that I could turn 1 Dark Armed him, but he had the Solemn Judgment, which was pretty rough, so I couldn't come back from that after losing all of my cards to that really, probably too aggressive play. Game 3, it was another really grindy game, but he ends up with a set monster and 2 back row. I have a Stratos on field, and I summon the Diva, bring out the Mermaid Archer because I don't have a Gilman, make Mistworm and bounce all of his cards, which I didn't think would go through, but it did. And then from there, he's just setting monsters. Next turn, I mind control his monster, summon Dark Grepher again, pitch for a Plague in the Grave, make a Goyo Guardian, and just attack for game. He tries to deprison the Goyo, but I got the Solemn Judgment. It was a really fun game. Shout out to Nacho. On to round 3. Round 3 against Wilson, who's a pretty famous player here in New Zealand. He does a lot for the New Zealand community, and he's running the tournament today. He too owed me. Game 1, it was a really intense back and forth, but Chaos Sorcerer is too good, man. He sorted my Caius, and it was over from there. Game 2, I kind of played myself. It was rough, so just setting and passing, setting and passing. He's trying to mill with Card Trooper, and he's not milling anything. It's giving me a bit of time. I go to Future Fusion off a Gold Sark, and he MSTs it. I go to Nobleman as Raikal, he Solemns it, so it's pretty rough. I special the Prodigy, tribute for Caius, banish his value, burn him for 1,000, he's on 3 grand. And I don't realize that I've tributed the Infernal Prodigy. It's in my graveyard, I can Miracle Fusion now, and I just attack with Caius, and then he Chaos Sorts me, and I could have won game 2 and at least gone to game 3, but it is what it is, right? That's why we play, we learn, and we'll come back for round 4. Round 4, so it's kind of a mirror match. I'm playing Diva Hero. He's playing Hero Beat, but also with Divas. We're Miracle Fusioning, we're Future Fusioning, we're Brain Control and Mind Control, we're Miracle Fusioning. It's really fun and really intense. Game 1, I managed to eke out the win because Absolute Zero is just so good. And then game 2, he manages to eke out the win because Absolute Zero is so good. Game 3, it comes down really close, but I have just a huge board. Make the Grepher, dump the Melee, make a Stardust Dragon. It's a really solid board. He goes for the Super Poly, which is rough. I go to Miracle Fusion, he Solemns it, but then I have Return from the Different Dimension. So bring a whole bunch of stuff back, and it's enough to cinch the game. So, end on 3-1 out of the 4 rounds of Swiss, and then we have the cut to top 4. But I got 5th. So I missed out on top 4 by this much, but it was still a super fun day. Edison is a really fun format. I highly recommend it if you're thinking about trying it out. It's definitely a great fun format to play. It's relatively cheap as well because all of the cards have been reprinted, so give it a go. Alright, I think that's going to be it for this video. This is our Edison vlog. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. It's been a lot of fun today. I'm super keen to play some more Edison, and I will see you in the next video.